Hey everybody, Craig here, OldBayCraps. Welcome back to the table. This is session number 5 of DI practice with OBC. Let's get to it. We've done 400 rolls so far. We're about to embark on our 500th roll in this new underhand toss. We're going to actually be using the dice with the pips, with the white pips, and logging the rolls so that you can play along. So without further ado, let's get to it. We're continuing with the 5-4-5-4. Here we go. Dice out. And we have a come out 7. Five, 2. And we got heart 8. 8 will be the point. White on the grip. Dice out. Went off to the right. It's going to be an ace deuce. That was a 1. Ace deuce. 3 craps. Dice out. Got a roller. It's going to be a 3-1 craps. I'm sorry, 3-1 craps. 3-1-4. A leaner, but with the way the dice came down, came over as a 3. Dice out. Another ace deuce. Did some horn numbers early. Still going with the grip about halfway down the dice. Dice out. And 6-1, 7 out. Early 7 out. Short roll. The blue die just stopped. Didn't even roll forward once it hit the table, so must have dug in when it landed. Dice out. Got a mid-mo yo. 6-5. Dice out. And they split on the way down, and they split when they hit. Come out 7. Back-to-back pass line winners. Dice out. They keep splitting, so that's got to be a grip problem. Midnight. Still the come out roll. Take the line, pay the don'ts. Well, actually, it's a push on the don't, since it's a come out. Or since it's a 12. Here we go. And we got another come out 7. I had a feeling this was going to happen if I did 2 sessions in one day. So I'm going to just pause for a sec, think about the throw. Place out. 3-1-4. 4 will be the point. Place out. So I'm going to say I lifted my thumb up too early in that release. It's going to be a 4-1-5. A little bit better. 5-1-6 mixer. Place out. And they split when they landed, but it's going to be a 5-1 mixer. They aren't really staying together right now. Place out. The left die hit the chip stack over here. Let me fix that. It's going to be a mid-mo yo, 6-5. I'm definitely having some grip issues up front here. Place out. That was a lot of energy going down there. It's going to be a 6-3-9. All we want is an easy toss, the dice to stay together, hit the wall and come back. Dice out. A little bit better. It's going to be a mixer, 6-1 or 5-1. Dice out. And they split as soon as they hit the layout, but it's going to be another 5-1-6. We've thrown 4 6s and all of them have been 5-1. Thanks, Sam. They stayed together a little bit better, but didn't make it all the way down. It's going to be a 2-4, 2x4, 2-4-6. So although we are killing the 6, the dice are not doing what I want. Dice out. 516. Pretty unreal. We've thrown, in the last 8 rolls, we've thrown 6 sixes, and all but one has been a 5-1. Plays out. So they're split pretty bad. It's going to be a 6-1, 7 out. But not before we had a 15 roller and we hit the repeater on the 6. That was interesting. Plays out. We got a hard 6, so now we've hit all the different kinds of 6s. Plays out. That was a great throw. But it's going to be a 4-3 PSO. The dice stayed together, hit the wall, came back, and we're together. Plays out. They hit up here. They actually hit above the diamonds. It's going to be a 6-3-9. So too much energy. Once they hit the landing zone, they jumped too high. The reason they didn't go all over the place is because they never hit the diamonds. They hit the flat part above. Nice out. Here we go. Low throw. Sort of stayed together, but once they hit the diamonds, they split. It'll be a 12. Midnight. Plays out. They weren't together when they went down. Something's definitely off. 6-5 yo. Plays out. They stayed together a little bit better, but it's gonna be a hard 8. Plays out. Three, 2, 5. One die led, the other stayed back, hit the table, and stopped. Plays out. They stayed together. The red die might have been a little too aggressive with the energy there. Red die came vicious off the wall. Dice out. Ace deuce again, back to back. 3 craps. Dice out. 415. Dice out. 549. The red die stopped. Blue one came about 3 feet back toward me. Not what I want. Dice out. Heart 8. Went off to the right. Dice out. 516. I like the way they landed. Dice out. They were split on the way down. And it's going to be a 527 out. Twelve roller. Needed a 10 for the tall, I believe. We'll check our rolls in just a second. Dice out. That was pretty. That was pretty. I want to say I know what happened on that one. My hand came up a little bit, so the dice weren't so far sitting back. I'll show you in the camera. So when I was lining up, normally I'd be here where the dice are, you know, kind of my knuckles are sitting on the table. This time I had my hand forward a little bit so that just the edge of the dice were touching the table. Dice out. The dice were staying together. That was a short roll, but 549 and the dice stayed together the whole time. So you definitely got to get a warning for not hitting the back wall. So 9 is going to be the point. Dice out. It's going to be a 415, the sister number. The dice were sort of together on the way down, but then they split when they hit the wall. Dice out. 5-1 mixer. Seems to be the number of tonight. Dice out. I like how they stayed together. It's going to be a hard 4. By the way, I think the last session, session number 4, we didn't throw one set of aces in over 100 rolls. Dice out. That was a nice easy toss. 325. Face out. 5, 3, 8. And we're over 40 rolls at this point. Almost halfway done. Face out. And I think when the dice hit the table, they jump back up and hit each other. It's going to be a 5-1-6 though. It is tonight's combo. Tonight's combination. Brought to you by the numbers 5 and by the number 1. Dice out. I like the energy. They didn't quite stay together, but 2, 1, 3. So 2, 1, 3 overall seems to be the number 1 horn that is thrown with this toss for me. Dice out. So the dice split when they hit the table. One of them hit the back wall. The other one stopped right when dug into the table when it hit. It's going to be a 4-2-6. Dice out. And there was an extra sweep on the table. I felt my knuckles hit. It's going to be a hard 10. OldBay bushel. Dice out. So the dice crisscrossed when they landed. It's going to be a 6-1-7 out. Another quality roll, back to back, with a couple of repeaters. And that was roll 47 or 47, 48. So we're about halfway. Dice out. This is the come out. Love that throw. They stayed together. They went through the uprights here, and it was a 5-4-9. I want to say I had a lighter grip. Dice out. So that's a PSO. Yep, PSO. Seem to have one every session. So they went down together, but when they hit off the wall, they hit each other, I think. All right, come out roll. Dice out. 6-3-9. Dice out. So the blue die jetted off to the left. It's going to be a 6-4-10. Dice out. Hard 4. That was pretty. Sister number. Dice out. So I'm finding what's happening on some of these is that they're hitting, then they bounce up and kiss each other again, and then they hit the wall. It's going to be a 3-2-5. Dice out. 4-3-7. Short roll. Back-to-back short rolls. And that was roll 54. Dice out. That was a good roll, I think. 6-3-9. Dice out. 5-3-8. Dice out. 6-4-10. Dice out. Four, 1, 5. Dice out. It's going to be a 5-2-7, but I actually like the way that they went down. That was a 5. Another short roll. So one of the things I'm noticing is I'm having differences with height off the table. So that means I'm not pushing them down or bowling them at the same rate. 2-1-3. Still to come out. Dice out. 3-1-4. Dice out. They went off to the left. Didn't feel good when it left my hand. Wow, this is our 4th consecutive short roll. So I knew something just when I knew I wanted to record a 5th session, 2 on the same day, that 2nd session wasn't going to go well. This is how it goes in a real casino. Dice out. It's going to be a 3-1-4 on the come out. We have our 60 rolls already. Dice out. 5-2-7, another PSO. So these aren't like, as far as the throw itself, these aren't terrible, but there's just a little bit off of some parameter that's making them do what they're doing. So we got a 6-5 yo. Nice out. So that went off to the left, but it's going to be a 5-3-8 this time. It's going to be the point. Dice out. It's going to be a heart 6. Dice out. That blue die, every time it goes to the left, it just keeps digging into the table and stopping. 5-4-9. So I'm pretty sure that probably has to do with my thumb. I'm gonna try to arch my fingers more. Dice out. I think that helped. 6-4-10. Try that again. Arch my fingers more. And you can tell because it's either, so I would normally do this, which is kind of a tighter, but instead I'm doing more arch. So it's kind of a bigger circle here. Dice out. And I totally threw them off to the right, not thinking. However, I think we just hit the tall. It's going to be at midnight. And we did hit the tall. So we're going to keep arching our fingers a little bit more. Dice out. And 5-2-7, which, you know, hey, a 7 normally happens after hitting those smaller tall more often than hitting the entire ATS. So I'm not very surprised. It wasn't a very long roll either. That was a 7 roller. So again, all these sessions, I'm figuring out little things here and there, but I'm also trying little things here and there. The main thing is we want to work to get these dice to go down this lane and through here, hit off the wall and stay right here, which is happening more often than it was earlier in the week. 3-1-4. Face out. 213, our favorite horn number. In fact, it's our 7th ace deuce, 3 craps tonight. Face down. That one went straight down the lane, hit the back wall, and then split to a 4-3-7. So it could have had too much energy. And I think that was, yeah, that was a short 3 roller. So we've got a string of short rolls. And this is roll number 75. Let's see if we can get something going here. Face out. We got to come out 7, 6-1. I'm not sure. We might have come out with a little too much energy. But I'm not trying not to come out with too little energy so that they go down there. But I think what's happening is I'm not pushing them enough. There we go. I mean, it kissed off the wall, which is okay, but I'm trying to get them to hit here. It's going to be a hard 6. So I think when I'm able to land it down there nicely, it doesn't have a horrible reaction off the diamond. Face out. And that one, they hit, the red die hit on the flat part, which wouldn't be flat at the casino. Their diamonds would go all the way up probably. It's going to be a 3-2-5. Take it. Face out. So that went down with a little too much energy. It's going to be our favorite horn number, 213 craps for our 8th ace deuce tonight. Face out. I like that one a lot. 5-1-6. Face out. Hard 4. Face out. So those, they landed right here. So too much energy. 5-2-7 out. Wow. Can't seem to get a roll over 5 or 6. Try again. Face out. That red die hit up top. In fact, it hit above the rubber for a 6-1. Come out 7. That was roll 82. I'm guessing every session can't be a great session, but you can learn something from every session. Face out. That was too high. That was like 6 inches off the 6 to 8 inches off when they flew in the air. It's going to be another come out 7. This is probably the most 7s we've ever rolled during these sessions. I guess it's good if you're playing dark. Nice now. It's going to be a 4-2-6. Something's off tonight. And I really don't know what. Look, in my mind, I'm doing mechanically what I believe is right, but the dice just aren't reacting the way I want them. That was better. Heart 4. Nice now. The blue die went off to the left on its own, like it was on its own journey. And it's going to be another short roll. Wow. We're only on roll 86, people, and we've already done 14 shooters. That's terrible. Something's off. That was better. 549. Now, part of it I just noticed just myself real quick is I kept my arm straight that time. So it's possible that my arm was going, like this when I was throwing them instead of going like this, because that's how you would normally bowl. We'll try that. Dice out. 6, 2, 8. Six, 1, 7. Another short roll. Man. That was roll 89. We have 11 more rolls. We've already been through 15 shooters. Our SRR has to suck like royal. Yeah, we have a 4.2 SRR. That is abysmal. I don't even think there's any way of climbing out of that, even if we had a good roll. Dice out. All we've seen is glimpses tonight of good rolls, which means few and far between. All right, it's going to be a 4-1-5. 5 will be the point. Dice out. That blue die keeps going off to the left. 5, 1, 6. Dice out. 5, 1, 6. Definitely the combination of the night. Even though we haven't had very many good rolls. Dice out. Again, the dice went off to the left. It's going to be a 6, 3, 9. Definitely not happy with tonight's throwing session overall. Not at all. Face out. 538. Too much energy? I don't know. I would guess so, yeah. 415. Did we hit a point? Hey, we hit a point. Dice out. 549. Let me move this over. I'm going to shorten it. Five, 4, 9. Dice out. Heart 10. OldBay bushel. And that OldBay bushel was actually a primary. 5454. Dice out. 325. Dice out. 549. I think we're on the precipice of a quality roll. Nice out. 314. The ability to hit box numbers. Love it. Nice out. Of course, I say that 437, even though it looked good going down. Well, it was a quality roll, 12 roller. And that was 101 rolls. 101 rolls. At least we ended the night with a nice 12 roller. All right. Let's turn the camera here. We'll get the camera down. There. Whoop, too high. There we go. All right. Terrible night of shooting. Terrible. I didn't like this session at all. Just did not feel right. Maybe it was because of the second session of the same day, but it's in the books. We did 500. We've done 500, over 500 rolls now. So we definitely have work to do, but after 500 rolls, we have corrected some things. We've noticed some things, and they're starting to work in our benefit overall. Tonight just could have been a bad session. Everybody has a bad session. It's about recognizing that you're having a bad session and just stopping and then going home, which is hard discipline for a craps player. Or having a bankroll big enough to go through the crappy shooters until somebody has a good roll. I don't know. I think we had eight or nine straight short rolls under 7. Our SRR was terrible today. 4.6. That's just abysmal. That's well below the average of 6. But thanks for joining me. Thank you to Gargoyle. Thank you to Ed, Roll to Win Craps. Thank you to Jeff. Thank you, Chris, Sideshow Gamble. All right, till next time, season your play. We oughts.